Well, I'd love to be able to say good morning, but it's good afternoon. We're back at Walt Disney World for one final day. Because it's one last day, there's a lot to see, a lot to do, or at least attempt to do. I still can't believe I got to spend last night and this final night tonight staying in the most epic room at Walt Disney World, or at least my favorite, inside the Polynesian resort bungalows. You can see that video, it's the last one. As you see here, I got a bunch of stuff in my hand and even more stuff in the car from this trip, not only to Walt Disney World, but also to Epic Universe. And so before I go berserk for my last day trying to get to all the other parts of Walt Disney World, I'm leaving the Polynesian real quick and heading out in the little Mazda clown car to try to ship this stuff home. Whenever I have to do this, someone always asks me, doesn't Disney ship stuff home? Disney will ship stuff home that you buy from Disney right there at the counter. And they used to have a little shipping station inside the Grand Floridian, but post-pandemic, no, I haven't found a good place on property to ship your stuff home for you if you bought a little too much. Which seems to be like the one thing Disney's doing. Look how small this car is. Ah, you know you're off property when you start seeing those wacky buildings. I love that all these wacky old buildings are still in perfect shape, except for the Fun Time gift shop. What's going on with the giant animals? Someone's got to fix them. I hate the idea that these might disappear one day. They're so amazing. I just love that anywhere you're going to get a lot of people, a lot of tourists, a lot of visitors. You get all this wacky, crazy stuff. All right, I made it to the UPS store over here. It's not the cheapest place in the world to ship stuff from, but the time crunch I have, it's my only choice. Bro, that was so easy. All you do is drop it off. They box it all up. And honestly, it was cheaper than buying another suitcase and then paying the fee for the other suitcase on the plane. Not exactly my preferred way of starting a Disney day, but at least it only took 10 minutes. I mean, she's gonna box it all up for me. I don't have to do anything but pay and drive off. All right, back to Disney. And you know what? Since the UPS store is pretty close to Animal Kingdom, why not start in the most underrated park in the Disney universe? I know I film a lot of history stuff, a lot of roadside Americana, and there are a lot of people who will actually say to me, why theme parks? Aren't theme parks a lot less important? Well, it's because what I love is imagination. And I think some percentage of living in your imagination is really important, because every amazing real world solution starts in the imagination. You know, every question starts with, imagine a world where, like in Animal Kingdom, imagine a world where nature and humanity can meet and live in peace. And just like it's important to exercise your body to keep it strong, it is also crucial to exercise our imaginations, because that's where all of the great next practical ideas are gonna come from. Doesn't mean all of us should live in a fantasy world all the time. But to me, theme parks can be very important because they can be the fuel that keeps the fire of imagination burning, and not just a place to go on vacation and relax. No. Or at least a part of it, because after all, theme parks are just imagination and creativity physically manifested. And I think that can be very inspirational, because what you're seeing here are dreams and imagination have already become real. Anyway, enough of my philosophy. Look at this. We are back in DinoLand U.S.A. and half of it's gone. Oh, this is a weird sight. I love how of all the things, the boneyard, fossil fun site, the dinosaur archaeology playground is really all that's left of this view when you walk into DinoLand U.S.A. Look at that. Oh, the giant concrete dinosaur is missing. All of Chester and Hester's is gone. Kind of interesting to see that they kept the old dinosaur gift shop back there. I'm assuming they'll retheme that to be kind of interesting that they kept the dinosaur building gift shop over there, I'm assuming. And it looks like this concept artwork confirms my suspicion that it'll be rethemed to serve as a gift shop for the Tropical Americas land that is coming here soon. Oh, this is cool. Looks like we got the house from Encanto, which is a pretty good movie. And then look at this. Dinosaur, the ride, is going to become a new Indiana Jones ride there. And this gift shop will still be right at the exit. Oh, looks like we're getting a carousel. Looks like Restaurantosaurus is going to be rethemed. That almost makes it look like it's going to be some sort of attraction. I haven't been paying too much attention to the updates since the last time I was here 6, 7, 8 weeks ago. That's crazy how much they've already taken out and removed in just that time. And it's wild to think that someday all the dinosaurs will be gone, made extinct, all over again. That dinosaur ride is still here. It's sticking around for a while. Last time I looked into it, they said they wouldn't be closing this attraction until 2026. So I guess they're gonna worry about building the rest of the land first. So it looks like they're in a hurry to start constructing the rest of the land first. Although I kind of wish it was the other way around. I kind of wish Dinosaur had closed first, because I gotta tell you, I can't wait to ride that new Indiana Jones ride, because you can never have too much classic Indiana Jones. All right, when I dropped into Animal Kingdom, one thing I wanted to see is the progress on the demolition of DinoLand U.S.A. But I also figured I might as well eat here at Restaurantosaurus, the first restaurant I discovered the gluten-free chicken tenders and fries at. But also I have a lot of great memories of eating here with my son when he was little. I met my friend Maddie here, who's one of Allie and my favorite friends. I mean, as much as I loved the ride dinosaur and the quirkiness of DinoLand U.S.A. and its sort of dinosaur roadside attraction theming, I think it's the Restaurantosaurus I'm gonna miss the most, just because I have so many great memories in here. Sounds weird, but it's true. I've always particularly liked the hip joint in the back, the sort of diner within the restaurant. I like the decor, I like the neon, I like the sort of 1950s diner chairs, but most of all, I like this area where you can sit inside that Airstream we saw from outside. There's a jukebox in here. I've always loved it all. I love that this is where the students from the Dino Institute sort of have their summer jobs, working in this restaurant and living in it. Such a unique idea, you know? Very unique, very wacky, very kooky, and yet somehow feels totally believable and real. All right, that's a new one. I've never seen that one before. Good job, cast members. Oh, the portion of chicken and fries looks small in there, but it was not. Ooh, I feel like they could put me in the Indiana Jones ride now as the boulder. So as for what to do next, well, the only thing that makes sense when you're stuffed full of food is to see about getting on a roller coaster. Wow, now that is a unique way of displaying your pins. See, this is what I love. It's that mixing of reality, like stuff grounded in reality, with fantasy, combining it all together to create worlds. Because even though I'm in Orlando, Florida, and it is sweltering out here, the little details are so rich. I feel like we've reached Tibet and the Himalayas, home of the most popular ride of them all, and with good reason, Expedition Everest. It's one of my favorite rides at Walt Disney World because of the theming. I love the sense of exploration and of mystery, and of course I love Yetis and Bigfoot. I'm not sure if they're real, whatever this poster says. All I know is if they're real, I'd like to see one. All right, look at this. This is what I'm after. The single rider line. Not every ride has a single rider line, but I appreciate the ones that do when I'm by myself like this. Oh, yeah. Everest. It's one of the all-time greats. So far, the greatest attraction in this park, hands down. So again, I cannot wait to see what that Indiana Jones ride is going to be like. Ooh, the single rider line isn't very long at all. The only bad thing is you don't get to see the inside of the Yeti Museum. One of my favorite parts. Oh, it's going to be nice to feel that breeze once we get going. Woo! Oh, I love that mural. I love this theming. Well, hello out there, Epcot. Oh boy. Here we go. Get the forward course so fast. I wonder what people who rode this on the first day thought about going backwards like that. It still takes me by surprise. And I know what to expect. Oh no, you know who that is. Here we go. Or maybe not. Maybe we just stay here, safe in the cave. At least there's air conditioning in here. Ah, get used to. Oh, too late. Safe in the cave! Oh no! Disco Yeti! Ah, what a fun one. Oh man, that wasn't just the men screaming, but the women and the children too. The children are screaming. Oh my gosh, I love that ride. I love it so much, I just grabbed a couple of pins from the gift shop. And if you want to win some of them, stick around to the end of the video. I just like sharing stuff, you know? Man, I love Animal Kingdom. It's grown to become one of my favorite places. I love to just hang around here all day and watch the monkeys. But if I really want to see a monkey, I should just go back to the hotel and look in the mirror. Well, at least I got to see the progress on the extinction of DinoLand U.S.A. and ride Everest. There's never enough time to do everything you'd like to, no matter how long you stay out here. I was supposed to be home by now, but you know what they say. Hakuna Matata, my friends. Hakuna Matata. It's crazy how vast and endless these gift shops can be. I mean, wow, look at that. Bigger than the Emporium and stuff at Magic Kingdom. So much merch. It's crazy that there's just so much non-stop demand for all of this stuff. All right, well, I'm stoked I got to stop by Animal Kingdom. I was genuinely not expecting to come here this trip. I had no idea if I'd make it this time. Now it's time to head back to the Polynesian and sort of the main cluster of the Disney World. Let's get out of here, you filthy animals. I just realized that's been my only tram ride at Walt Disney World. All right, I just like coming back in this direction because I love to see that sign. Let's get into some other parks. Oh, it's good to be back. I'm not gonna lie to you, I am very tempted to just spend the rest of the day staying here before I fly home tomorrow. Very, very, very tempted. But I know that if I did that, then as soon as I got home to Anaheim, after like 1 or 2 days, I'd be going, man, I wish I had spent a little more time in the parks. I'm gonna stick this stuff in the room, take a second to rehydrate a little bit, and then head back out to make this a multi-park day. To be honest with you, I was thinking mostly like, oh, I'll take the boat over to Magic Kingdom now, blah, 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 blah. Then I was thinking about it and I realized the best part of staying at the Polynesian, other than staying across the lake from the Magic Kingdom, is that you're directly connected to the monorail system. And I thought, what a waste of an opportunity to ride the rails, or, well, I guess the rail, or the beam. I always forget that from the Polynesian, the monorail takes you first to the Grand Floridian, and then past, of course, the glorious Magic Kingdom, where I was very tempted to get out, and then you gotta go all the way through the Contemporary before you finally pull in to the TTC, the Transportation and Ticket Center, where you can transfer over to Epcot. Like, it probably would have been a lot faster for me to just walk over to the TTC from the Polynesian. The thing is, for me at Disney World, the journey is almost more important than the destination. Like, that's one thing Disney has over all their competition. I mean, if you go to Universal or somewhere like that, there's a lot of buses to get around. Same thing at Disneyland in California, but I mean, where else do you have so many boats and monorails and all these wonderful things? I mean, it totally depends on your mindset, I guess, but a big part of the fun for me is just the getting around here. It does feel like its own little world. Now, I could have hopped on a different ramp to transfer over to Epcot. I just stopped here to use the restroom real quick. Just wanted to powder my nose. All right, now it's time to take the last 4 miles to Epcot on Monorail Silver over here. I love the Epcot monorail. It's just so fun getting around everywhere, and I've got nowhere else to be, so why not? You can never have too much Epcot, and apparently, I'm not the only one who thinks so. All right, off we go on another adventure.
As we turn south, you can catch a glimpse of the spires of Space Mountain in the Magic Kingdom. Nearby is Disney's Contemporary Resort.
It's the greatest thing ever, that little monorail ride to Epcot. 10 or 12 minutes and you're there. Oh, I just love when you get here, taking that little loop into the park before you end up at the monorail station again. And the best part of all of this is that I went through security at the Polynesian, so by the time I get here, the way it works, I'm already inside the security barrier. No reason to do that metal detector dance again. It's almost like you are now clear to have fun. Ah, Epcot. You know, it's funny, one of the cast members asked me today, just making conversation, oh, you been here before? Yeah, what's your favorite park? And I had to be like, well, define favorite, because if there was only one park you weren't gonna delete, of course you'd keep Magic Kingdom. But if you mean favorite, like which one do I show up to and get the most feels? It's gotta be Epcot for some reason, or at least tied with Magic Kingdom. Because I mean, there's just no other park like this in the world. Ooh, I cannot wait to ride Spaceship Earth. Hello there, Walt. That flowering garden is still in full swing out here at Epcot. We walked around the World Showcase the other day quite a bit, so I guess I should spare you from most of that, unless something really interesting happens. But since we started our day at Animal Kingdom talking about imagination, we might as well visit the symbol of imagination himself, the figment of imagination. After all, what trip to Epcot is complete without seeing old Figment? Always nice to be back in the Imagination Institute. As long as we don't let our imaginations run wild, we should be okay. Dude, I know that originally there was a far superior version of this ride in Epcot, but I still can't help it. I love this ride. I love Figment. Not really when he's appearing on the screen so much, but all those little animatronic Figments, they stole my heart years ago. Whether he's talking or singing or dancing, whatever Figment's doing in there, I'm here for it, especially his open house. Now, just like everyone else, I hope that one day they do replace this ride with a better Figment ride. You know, Disney's capable of so much more than this. I just hope they find a way to include that creepy moon-faced Eric Idle in it. Even if it's just as an Easter egg. Ah, look at this. Too bad Figment's not out here meeting and greeting. But hey, we can imagine he's standing in there. Okay, I guess not. Dude, I love Epcot. At this point in the trip, as usual, I'm sad to be going home, via airplane tomorrow, but there's just something about this place, something about it. As usual, at this point in the trip, I'm sad to be going home. Oh, I love this time at Epcot, this sort of golden hour with the sun going down, the breeze is rising up, everything looks gorgeous, everything looks beautiful. This is the part of the trip the night before I leave where I start to get all sad. Like, no, I don't want to leave. There's more Disney World to do. But I can tell Epic Universe destroyed me a little bit. I'm a little bit tired, a little sunbaked. I'm already getting sleepy enough that I'm like, well, it's fine. Disney World will be here. I'll see it later, you know? Maybe I should just go back to the hotel room. And then I'm like, no, Epcot. I need more Epcot in my life. It's beautiful. Beautiful. But there's an even more beautiful girl at home I cannot wait to get back to. All right, as tired as I am and as much other stuff as I still want to do with my remaining time here at Disney World, I can't leave without another walk around the World Showcase. I don't know what it is. I mean, there's topiaries all over the world, you know? Topiaries shouldn't be a big deal, but for some reason, I just love the Flower and Garden Festival topiaries at Epcot. They just touch my heart. I love them almost as much as Winnie the Pooh loves honey. Gosh, it's like the most beautiful thing ever. Watching the sun go down at Epcot. Glorious, glorious. Oh, my legs are screaming at me that I made a mistake, but my eyeballs were loving it. Oh my Godzilla, look at what's in Japan. Godzilla toys. All right, well, slowly but surely, night fell upon Epcot. I actually had to spend quite a bit of time over in Japan procuring some presents for Allie's birthday at the end of the month. So much time, in fact, that before I knew it, it was time to get going again. Oh man, every time I come to Disney World, I make all these grand plans every single day. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And of course, as usual, the plans change quickly. I made a couple of horrifying discoveries. Not gonna make it on Spaceship Earth. And if I'm not careful and don't get out of here soon, I might not even make it to Magic Kingdom. This whole time I was operating on the assumption Magic Kingdom is open till 11. It closes at 10 today, which means it's time for us to get the heck out of here and take that monorail back to the TTC. Ooh, I just barely made it on a monorail. I gotta say, that was one of the most crowded monorails I've ever seen. I was very relieved when those doors did eventually open. I had no idea one monorail could hold so many human beings. Of course, now I can hear Bob Gurr's voice in my head telling me, oh, you know, I designed that monorail very well. I know, Bob, I know. Speaking of Bob, the new film, Living by Design, the movie about Bob Gurr's life, is premiering in LA pretty much right after I get back, April 26th, the Alex Theater in Glendale. I'm not sure if there's any tickets left for that one. But for you Florida Disney World people out there, there should be an announcement coming up pretty soon on how you can see that movie about the father of the monorail. Oh, here it comes, the final monorail of the night. Just one more short monorail ride and we made it. Everybody's running for their lives now, and that is because any second now the fireworks are about to begin. Well, that explains all the panicking and scrambling, because literally right when I walked under the railroad station, boom, all the lights went down and the fireworks show began. And look at this, it looks like the entire state of Florida is standing here on Main Street. Ooh, and look at this. It's like everyone in the whole entire Disney World is standing on Main Street. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit tempted to make my way into the crowd and watch this from the center of Main Street. But as much as I love the fireworks at Magic Kingdom, honestly, if given the choice between watching the fireworks with everybody else or squeezing in some extra classic rides while everyone else is distracted, I'm going for the rides. And the first one I'm going for is right back here in Adventureland. See how empty it is back here? I mean, it's stinking perfect. Fireworks are good. Fireworks are glorious. But so are pirates. That is why I'm headed straight in. And look at that line right there. 5 minutes. It's a freaking walk-on. It's a walk-on. We got a walk-on here, people. Speaking of imagination, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride here at the Magic Kingdom is a little shorter than the one at the original Disneyland. Well, okay, kind of a lot shorter, but look at the size of this themed queue. I mean, this was years before stuff like the Indiana Jones line, or like Disneyland Paris's lines, or even all the new Epic Universe lines that are all well themed. You could see that Walt Disney Imagineering, when they built Disney World and added Pirates of the Caribbean a little bit later, I believe, man, they really went all the way. I mean, I want to stand here and dwell on how huge the line is, but let's get on the ride. Hello. All right. Oh my gosh. This was a good decision. I'm even gonna get my own freaking boat. Dude, getting your own boat on Pirates of the Caribbean is top tier epic Disney activities. Dude, getting your own boat on the Pirates of the Caribbean. And look at that, the boat in front of me and the boat behind me are also empty as well. This is like top Disney. Ahoy there! No one can hear me. The only thing horrible about this is that the battery is about to die. Otherwise, this is incredible. Yes! Yes, pirates! Barbosa! Oh, I just got splashed. Fire at will! Whoa, whoa! Oh my gosh, the splashes are so violent. This be the greatest day of my pirate life. Don't be cheeking, Carlos. Johnny Depp? Ah, that's there is right. My head for a 10. Dude, this is awesome. Oh, it feels so good to be alone with a bunch of bloodthirsty, lusty pirates. All I need now is a bottle of rum. Maybe old Bill will share with me. Well, guys, I've got a little more time left to explore the Magic Kingdom. By the way, being alone in Pirates at Night in the Magic Kingdom reminds me of that old video game, the old NES game, Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. Unfortunately, the battery on this camera is literally dying, so I'm not sure how much farther we're gonna make it. Ah, old Dirty Foot the Pirate. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. And by the way you can win yourself a Disney pin, I will ship it to you anywhere in the world if you are the one selected. We select random comments at random is to head over to my Instagram at Justin Scarred. That's right, it's Scarred, not scared, 2 R's. And just leave a comment on the most recent Walt Disney World photo you see on that Instagram. I'll probably be picking the winners around April 24th, 5th, or 6th, somewhere around there. Just because I'm gonna get back home to California first. Just make sure you leave a comment on there about anything you want, but just include some reference to a boat ride, a solo ride, or something to do with pirates. Just something so I know you saw this part of the video and you made it all the way to the very end, which makes you part of an exclusive club. The all the way to the very end club. Well, we may have missed the fireworks, but I think the trade-off was worth it. I was just thinking, I hope this is not the last time we see the Liberty Bell riverboat sitting over there together. Not gonna lie to you, it's been a long week out here in Florida for me. 2 amazing days at Epic Universe, each video an hour and 20 minutes long or something like that. Bonus adventures at Walt Disney World, the sickest suite in the place. It's been busy, it's been tiring, but it's been amazing. And the most amazing part has been doing it all with you. I wanna thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting this channel by sharing it with your friends, commenting, liking, doing all those things. And especially those of you who have joined us over on Patreon or bought merch or checked out those links down below. Anyone who's ever enjoyed one of these Randomland adventures owes it all to you. And because I'm now on 1% battery, my friends, I think this is where I leave you. We've done our duty. We can go home and sleep well. Just one thing, beware of hitchhiking ghosts. Was the same story as Pirates. Where is everyone? Hello. Thank you. Oh my gosh, the one time I get stuck on the Haunted Mansion and no batteries left. How is this 1% lasting so long? I think the camera's a liar. Oh, I just realized. Because now it says 10. It said 11%. I need my reading glasses. That's the scariest thing of them all. I'm old. Scary being the only person on this ride. People say Leota's so wise. I don't know. I feel like she's off her head.
Toads in a pond.
You know what I mean?
I
I did a little fun run around the Magic Kingdom. Got over by Space Mountain over there eventually, and the People Mover, but I couldn't decide between Space Mountain or the People Mover, and ultimately ended up doing neither before the park closed, which I was okay with. When there was still like 1 minute left, I was like, are you okay not doing anything? And I like leaned on my foot and it was really sore. I went, yeah, I'm okay. I only have one regret. It's only one thing, not regret, but one thing I'm bummed out that I didn't do other than Space Mountain and the People Mover. But those are a package deal for me, man. I couldn't pick, I couldn't choose. It's that I never got a chance to ride Guardians of the Galaxy. But there's always next time, my friends. There's always next time. I hate leaving Disney World, dude. I hate leaving Disney World. But I also hate leaving Disneyland, and I also hate leaving Disneyland Paris, and I also hate leaving Route 66, and I also hate leaving the Old West. But I do love going home to sleep well. See you tomorrow. Oh my gosh, Disney, the park wasn't even that crowded today. It's the only negative at Disney World is that when they built this place, it was like, oh, cute, we'll leave on the monorail, we'll leave on the ferry boat, but they have not kept up. I mean, they moved the buses closer. Something must be done though. They gotta add more monorails, more boats, anything. Guys, call Bob Gurr, he's still around. He could build you some more monorails. Ay, Dios mío. Ooh. Hotel and sleep well. Look at the TTC bunny. TTC bunnies have little short ears. Little brown. Hey, you know what? Yesterday was Easter. Maybe that's the Easter bunny. Still hanging out. Don't worry, I won't hurt you, Easter bunny.